Yo, what's up guys, to a brand new video, and today we're gonna talk about one of the most unsolvable mysteries about the Beavers, and that is of course Roadbuster's status. And honestly, it took me a lot of while, and I even thought about Roadbuster recently, so I thought I could make a video about him since he's one of my favorite characters. But the truth is kinda not official, but this is just my opinion. Now, many of us know after Dark of the Moon, the Wreckers. These guys, well, I think they split up, or either like because we've seen Topspin alone in TLK and he survived. But Leadfoot, however, he is very unlucky. He was caught by Cemetery Wind and Lockdown, and he was hunted down and presumably killed. However, Roadbuster is either in the way of alive or dead. He's kind of like missing in action. So many of us have like made theories, and I also am not sure with the video I'm like cooking right now because I could be wrong, but I did see Theory Mus's video, for God's sake, so don't like tell me to watch those guys. Of course, I'm a big fan of Theoremus, and he did explain like the time between Age of Extinction and Dark of the Moon. It's like presumably 2 weeks, and only in the 2 weeks they said Ratchet and Leadfoot were dead. That's what Theoremus said. However, I feel like Roadbuster is also killed. Now I know many of you are scratching your head, and yeah, I get it, like many of you are scratching your head and everything, but honestly I feel like it makes the most sense, because if Roadbuster was alive, then at least he should have appeared canonly into the Beavers and not like considering real life, and he's not mentioned. And as per Topspin in the TLK, he did mention a nickname. I forgot the nickname, but he did mention a nickname, and I think that is a reference to Roadbuster. So he did Topspin in the TLK did mention he hates someone in particular, and I feel like that could be Roadbuster, but in terms of why, I don't know. Plus, many of you might say that Roadbuster is alive, but I feel like he's not, and I'll tell you why. So, here's why. Now, I know I have the KSI tracks and Roadbuster next to each other, but there's a lot of obvious similarities. For instance, the most obvious one has to be the head, because both of them actually have the similar type of head. And let's not forget where they also have, once again, let's not forget also how they have the visors. And another obvious one definitely has to be the car parts in the chest. I think I placed the arrow symbol right. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I not? Can I erase it? I meant to say something. Oh my gosh. Did I totally mess that up? Oh god, guys, give me a minute. Okay, the other obvious one is the chest, which has the most car piece, like the car chest plate. And the one of the other most similarities, if you guys notice or not, has to be the feet. They both have the similar feet. And not only that, you also got to consider these arms, which have these inner cannons. A Roadbuster did not have that, but I feel like the KSI Traxxas have that. Another obvious one definitely has to be these. The tires has the shoulder pad or something. And let's not forget the part where Roadbuster did have in a chainsaw. Like, oh my gosh, I messed it up again. So, as we can see, the KSI Traxxas seem to have a blade, while Roadbuster does not have a blade. However, he does seem to have a chainsaw. Like I said before, he does have a chainsaw in the lore wise, and even Hasbro, I think, confirmed it in the concept arts and the action figures. So mainly, I think Roadbuster. Well, Roadbuster, I think he is salvaged, and many of you might disagree with me in saying that Roadbuster is dead, which I feel like he is dead because he's not mentioned, and I know many of you are gonna say something like his skill card confirmed that he's not dead. But let's not forget, even Leadfoot's skill card was also like wrong because let's not forget the part where Roadbuster is basically like this tracks is basically like is improvement. Like it's basically an improvement. And I feel like maybe most certainly he is dead because I first thought he was alive, but there's no official answers or no popular theories to suggest or support my evidence. The main thing is that he should be dead because, like I said, he clearly this entire KSI tracks resembles Roadbuster. So I feel like Roadbuster did get busted by lockdown and the cemetery wind, and I get it. Okay, his skill card did confirmly say he is alive, but I feel like similar to how Leadfoot scenario came. Remember how Theomas explained that how Leadfoot's card did not make sense, showing that he's alive. That could be very false. You know how it's wrong, and the cards could have been imported sooner and could be misleading. So that clearly suggests that if in lead foot scenario, if that's the case, then that means Roadbuster should also be the case. So I feel like Roadbuster is dead, and I know, like, oh my gosh, bro, what did I do? And I know, like, this is very painful to hear, but I feel like Roadbuster is salvaged into the KSI tracks. Like, everything Roadbuster has could be like an improvement. I mean, just look at the head. Like, look at how similar they are in a close-up look. So honestly, I feel like Roadbuster is been killed, and maybe here's my theory. Since Leadfoot was alone when he was hunted down, I think Leadfoot was searching for one of the wreckers. Since after the split up, I think they might have done some reunion plans, but I feel like I think Roadbuster was the first Transformer to be hunted down by Lockdown and some driven. I think Leadfoot was trying his best to save him or get in time, but he was hunted down himself. So I think there are officially three Transformers dead. Now, many of you ask, what about Sideswipe? And Sideswipe, in real life, whoever saw my What If Sideswipe Survived video knows that the real reason why Sideswipe never appeared was because of his Corvette being discontinued. But honestly, I feel like Sideswipe is alive because theory must seem to confirm that, but I feel like Sideswipe could also be dead because let's not forget another YouTuber, Fire Brothers, and they have seemed to like crack the code. They did give more evidences suggesting that Sideswipe could be dead. Plus, let's not forget Hasbro's cards. I think it was some sort of a kill card. I think it was something, yeah, some sort of a kill card, and they were dead. And Sideswipe was mentioned to be dead, and I think this is indirectly connected, but I think Sideswipe is dead. So that being out, I think only Mirage and Topspin are the only survivors in the entire events between Roadbuster. I mean, so sorry, this Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. So I honestly feel like Roadbuster is dead. Now I know this is very painful because Roadbuster was one of my favorite wreckers, but in terms of lore, we gotta consider what fate brings us. So I honestly feel like Roadbuster is dead.